sports and entertainment, I want you to hit that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. I do want to give a salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well as boxing communities, and salute to all of the people that rock with me, day ones as well as my new subs, and even the people that don't rock with me here. I'll give it another a few seconds or so, let some people get up in here, and then we'll definitely go ahead and talk about this. I hope everybody's feeling all right tonight. And like I said, man, I've been kind of busy working on some other things. I've been watching quite a bit of basketball. We still got some basketball going, and of course, it's going to be the Super Bowl weekend too as well. But like I said, I hope everybody is feeling all right. Um, the breaking news is that according to reports and according to Shams Charania, the uh, the Charlotte Hornets and the Lakers trade involving Dalton Connect, Mark Williams, and Cam Reddish has been rescinded. Okay, what's up with it, the real? I see you in the building. Um, and there's not a lot of information per se, but it has been rejected. So therefore, those players will be returning back to LA. And before I get what's up with it, K Dizzle? I see you in the building. Old head T Price, I see you in the building too. If you're just coming in here, man, the Lakers trade involving or the Lakers Hornets trade involving Mark Williams, Cam Reddish, and of course Dalton Connect, as well as that pick two, has been rescinded, man. So those players will be returning until they figure out what's going to happen. Me myself personally, I felt like they should have kept Dalton Connect, maybe Cam Reddish, but you keep a guy like Dalton Connect and everything. So that's what I feel should have really had taken place. It's nothing against Mark Williams, but he's no Anthony Davis. You said Dalton can play. He should have been getting playing time. You need a player like him. Period. Yeah, absolutely. I felt like with him because you're ushering in the Luca era. Okay, listen. This is what you have to understand, T. Price. You being a Lakers fan and everything. Don't worry, man. LeBron is gonna be leaving soon. Okay, you saw what Austin Reeves did tonight. Okay, he put up 45, and I've been telling people, everybody been saying Austin Reeves, he's trash. He can't do this and he can't do that. No, Austin Reeves can play. Okay, I mean, he a great defender? No. Okay, does he try hard? Yeah, but he's not the best defender. But he can score and he can play make. And when LeBron is not in the way, you see what he can do. So you add that as well as Dalton Connect, you're cooking with grease. Dalton Connect is a bucket. He was the top player coming out of Tennessee. You said it sounds like some failed physical. Yeah, um, y- yeah. Listen, man. Here's my thing about this whole thing. The trade has been rescinded. There's been stuff like that that's happened in the past or whatnot, but now this gives an opportunity to get some personnel in there that really makes sense. The ball moves. It's gonna move when they have Luca. I think when Luca comes, he's gonna they're gonna feel Luca's presence. Now, even though that Luca is ball dominant, one thing that I can say about Luca, he will essentially move the ball around. Luca is a second half player. He's a second half, third quarter to fourth quarter player. So and then when he gets hot, he gets really hot. You said Austin Reeves been a bucket since high school. I remember he dropped 56 or 57 against my. Oh, really? Okay. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But if you're just coming in here, man, I appreciate y'all coming in, man. Like I said, the trade with the Charlotte Hornets and the Los Angeles Lakers involving Dalton Connect, Mark Williams, and Cam Reddish, that trade has been rescinded. That trade has been rescinded. Hold on one second, you guys. This didn't go to is because it was a failure to satisfy the condition of the trade. Angela Bell, I see you in the building, man. What's up with it, man? You said, but how does that affect the locker room? You ship me like hot garbage. Now I got to come back. Well, now this right here with the with when it comes to Cam Reddish and when it comes to Dalton Connect, I don't think that right there. I wouldn't say that had anything to do. I don't think necessarily that had to do with Clutch. Okay, that really had something to do with them trying to build. I, they wanted a big man in there to try to fill the void or whatnot for AD. So because and I'm talking about when it comes to Luca or whatnot, but I don't think that I don't think that had anything. Now with the AD and Luca and LeBron, with the AD and LeBron, AD and Luca trade, I feel like LeBron did know what's going on, despite some reports or or what have you. But they did come out today. I did post in the community section today. The Dallas organization said that they had no plans of leaving Dallas. There's been a lot of speculation about, them bringing, the gambling here. They're trying to push it through legislation and everything. And then, a lot of people are they're keeping their eyes on the Mavericks selling the team and them going to Vegas and everything. Well, they came out on X and in Twitter. And if you go look at my community section, you'll see that I posted it. Um, they pretty much had shut that down. And then on top of that, Nico Harrison has been getting death threats. It's been crazy out here in Dallas. They were protesting today out here, K Dizzle. They were protesting today, even with Anthony Davis, about to play today. You saw that Anthony Davis did good up until he got hurt later on in the second half. You know what I'm saying? Not a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's a good look. It's good how he started and everything, but we don't want to go through the same old BS with Luca. With Anthony Davis. If you're just coming in, Angelo Bell, the Lakers Hornets trade has been rescinded. Okay, it has been rescinded. It was the Lakers trade involving Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, and Mark Williams. Okay, and that trade has been rescinded. So they're going to be going back to LA when we talk about Cam Reddish and when we talk about Dalton Connect, and then of course Mark Williams is going to be returning to Charlotte. And this the reason why is because they put quote it was a failure to satisfy the trade condition. Okay, that's what they said. But I do agree with K Dizzle that, but it might not just be coming out with it. It might have been like it had to do with a physical or whatnot. But it could be anything. But that's basically what they said right now. But if you're a Lakers fan, you ought to be kind of happy though. You're getting Cam Reddish back. That's defense. Okay, you're getting Dalton Connect back. That's shooting and scoring, essentially spot up shooting and whatnot. And then look at it like this: the Lakers right now, they're hot. They're on a 5 game winning streak, and then on top of that, you got Luca. They're anxious for Luca to come back on Monday against Utah. That's going to be an easy win, possibly a y'all will be on a 6 game winning streak. You said what's going on, PJ Cypress call this morning and discuss sports bet. we had high hopes for PJ Washington. There's nothing going on with PJ Washington. There's nothing going on with PJ Washington. PJ Washington still playing pretty good. There's nothing going on with PJ Washington. Dallas won today. You see their front line, and I want to give a shout out to Cypress because Cypress TV was the one he had let me know about this. 6 points, something up. It happens like that. Listen, PJ Washington is he does things that doesn't necessarily show up on the score on the stat sheet. It's just like with Derek Lively. Derek Lively has scored under under 10 points. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's had under 10 rebounds sometimes. But Derek Lively is his energy, his screen setting and stuff like that. You gotta look beyond that. Sometimes it's not gonna be all numbers. I know some of y'all, y'all hard pressed on the bets and all that other stuff or whatever. But sometimes, man, a guy's energy and him setting the tone and him making that extra pass, that hockey assist, is better than him putting up 40 and him having a negative plus or minus or whatnot, which is what sometimes you see LeBron. Y'all cheer LeBron. Oh, he had 42 and he had all this other stuff, but LeBron is still a negative 100 and something for the season. Whereas, like, y'all were criticizing Jason Tatum. You were like, oh, man, he can't shoot and he can't do this and stuff like that. Jason Tatum was having a +9 in the finals. He was having a +12 and all this other stuff because he was doing playmaking. He was doing rebounding. He was doing defense. He was doing, making that extra pass and stuff. Meanwhile, Jaylen Brown, who was a Finals MVP, he had a couple of negative plus and minus. So you gotta factor that in. So sometimes, man, it's a guy having 6 points sometimes, especially a guy like PJ Washington. I don't put too much stock into that, man. You said in order for the Mavs to make it deep, PJ is gonna not necessarily, man. Not necessarily. PJ Washington, they got PJ Washington. You got Klay Thompson. He could get you double figures. You got Kyrie Irving. He could get you double figures. You got Derek Lively. He could get you double figures. You got AD. He could get you a triple-double. You understand what I'm saying? And on top of that, don't forget they got Max Christie. Max Christie had 23. It's a team game. Come on, K Dizzle. Not everybody need to put up 20 every single time. You don't need to do that. That's why a lot of people don't win championships. Oh, he need 20, he need 30, and all this other stuff. Nah, man, as long as he got energy, man, I take a motherfucker that don't have no points. As long as his energy is there, man, he getting a key block. He'll hit a key. Man, Robert Horry, there's been plenty of times when he was under double figures. Guess what? Big Shot Bot was there in the end. What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building. Team means everything. Need to contribute. That is contributing. You want this guy to put up 20 and all this other stuff just to secure your bets and all this other stuff. Nah, did they get the win? That's all that matters. As long as they got the win, man. Y'all so concerned. Oh, we got to get this point. You got to get that point. Look, man, as long as they won, that's all that matters. And they won in spite of Luka not being there. They got to do AD. They won in spite of AD not being there. That's what we got to understand, man. PJ Washington, he gonna be fine, man. And on top of that, you got to realize, man, he just coming off of it. He coming off of an injury. He's a couple games back in. It's just like Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren only had a couple of points last night. Chet Holmgren done missed a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your body in the groove, man. Man, data analytics, all that other stuff, metrics, you know what I'm saying? Plus, minus, you know what I'm saying? Value over replacement, all that other stuff. Look, I'm focused on three names, okay? Well, one name, but it's a first and a last name. Larry O'Brien. Larry O'Brien. That's what I'm focused on. Anything else, Hulk Hogan racist ass said one time in the right guard commercial, anything less is uncivilized, man. As long as he get that championship, that's all that matters. Whether he have 6 points or 60 points, it don't matter. PJ Washington, his contribution is is very vital. You know what I'm saying? Whether he has 6 points or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has off nights. Just because he might have had 6 points, that don't mean that he don't have. He might not have had three steals, or he might have not made a key play or something like that. You got to look at it like that, man. Y'all so used to seeing triple doubles and you got to be Luka and you got to be this guy, you got to be that guy, man. Nah, man. I don't look at it like that. Dallas is nowhere. Yes, they are. They made it to the finals last year. Now they got defense. They are close to. You got to think about it, man. They are on the come up. They didn't have a big man, and on top of that, Luka was hurt. Dallas is still a threat in the West. Now you got to look at it. They said the same thing about Minnesota. Minnesota climbing up. Guess who's declining at the moment? Houston done lost like 5 straight. So Dallas definitely does. If AD is playing the way, listen, hold on. I don't think you understand what type of player that you're getting with AD. AD is all NBA. AD was running up for defensive player of the year. AD was leading the New Orleans Hornets. Dallas, yeah. Listen, Dallas can beat Denver with that front line that they got. They could beat OKC. Don't forget they beat them last year. Now we know what happened, but if with the front line that Dallas got, when you talk about Lively, when you talk about AD, when you talk about PJ Washington to a certain extent, even though he's 6'7", 6'8", and you still got Powell in there. And you got Klay Thompson. He still plays solid defense or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you got shot makers. And I don't know if you watched it. I don't know if you watched the full game, K Dizzle. But check this out. The ball is moving. Not the past 2 seasons. No, he hasn't been. Not the past 2 seasons. He played 76 games last season. And then he was on pace up until the abdominal strain. An abdominal strain is not nothing to play with, man. And you're growing and all that other stuff. That's nothing. You could tell if you tell you're growing, you pretty much gonna be out for the season. But and then with an abdominal strain, you gotta pay close attention. He was only out for a week. You know how long Luka been out? He been out for damn near 2 months. AD has been playing. AD has fulfilled his void, man. Yeah, so I'm not gonna sit up at now. If you would have said that like the season before last and all that other stuff, yeah, but nah, AD been showing up, and and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna quiz you right now, K Dizzle. Who led the lead? I mean, who led the Lakers in scoring? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Who led the team? Who led the Lakers in scoring? Go ahead. I know it's hard to admit it, but go ahead. Who led the Lakers in scoring? Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and answer it for you. Okay. Who led the Lakers in scoring? It was AD at 25.7. Who led the Lakers in rebounding? It was AD at 12.5. LeBron led the Lakers in assists. Who led the Lakers in steals? It was AD. It was like at 1.3. Who led the Lakers in blocks? It was AD. And what seed were they in? They were at the fourth and fifth seed. You know what Dallas was? They was at the 10th or 11th seed, and that was without Luka. AD has been playing. You see what I'm saying? The Lakers were in a better position than Dallas, even though they was beating up on bad teams. Right. No, and it wasn't a support. What are you talking about? You're sitting up in my point is that he led in every statistical category, which would mean that he was the best player on the team. You love and LeBron and laud over LeBron and all this other stuff or whatever, but you don't want to give AD his credit when he's been playing every goddamn season. I mean, every goddamn game this season. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him his credit. You going back in the day, oh, all this stuff, my neck, my back, and all this other stuff. Now AD has been playing, and he played through pain. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to stop it. And you looking at AD like, man, who was responsible for that championship in the bubble? It was AD. He should have got the MVP. It was a combination of the bigs of JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what my point is. You up in here talking about, oh yeah, well PJ Washington, he scored 6 points. Shit, Dennis Rodman only scored 6 points, but he got 10 rebounds, got about 7 blocks, got about 3 steals. Come on, man. Y'all look at the game one-sided, man. You got to look at that motherfucker, man, through the whole totality. That 6 points might come through late in the fourth quarter, even though that dude might be hot. I'll take 6 points in an important stretch in 2 minutes than having Luka's 8 turnovers, which is what he had against Boston. You are supposed to lead. He was the leader. He was the leader. He was showing up. He led pretty much in every statistical category. You know what I'm saying? That what you talk about? Leadership. You think LeBron's leadership? Ain't no leadership getting all mad because you ain't getting your way and all this other stuff. Nah, AD was playing through it. He played out of position. He rarely asked for help. The only time he asked for help is he said, "Hey, I need another big man. I want to play my natural position." He been playing out of position. Guess what? He been playing the center position and still been killing. You said they had no one guy. No, AD was the leader. AD was the bona fide leader on that team. Matter of fact, he was checking JJ Redick because he was telling them JJ Redick was trying to rely on what you were talking about, Kate, is about data, analytics, X's and O's, and you know what I'm saying? This to the fifth power exponents and Pythagorean theorem and hypotenuse and all this other BS. Man, that ain't got nothing to do with when you got situational basketball. That has nothing to do with it, man. You all that that JJ Redick be writing up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He be calling us. KW be calling everybody plumbers and electricians and cab drivers and stuff like that. Them same cab drivers that you talk about. You know what I'm saying? Wilt Chamberlain was putting up 100. The same cab driver that you talk about, easily will get you 30 rebounds, like a Bill Russell, like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like a John Havlicek, and some of them cab drivers that he be talking about. Yeah, exponents and all the stuff he be writing up. Salute to you, Corey. Man, be up in there drawing up plays, and well, you have to do this. You have to be precise in order for you to make sure that you have the proper square in the diameter. And be using all this goddamn trigonometry and all this other BS. I'm like, man, come on, bro. So, but yeah, K Dizzle, I'm not. My point is, man, is I'm not worried about PJ Washington. PJ Washington gonna show up, just like Lively gonna show up. Lively, the only reason Lively he was Lively played less than 100% when he was in the finals. I think people gotta realize that Lively was less than 100%. He had a concussion, but he still played through it, man. 16 minutes, three rebounds, one steal, 1-3 shooting. Will you take every night from PJ Washington? Well, you got to realize he's just coming back off of injury, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not like he's still getting his body back in the. He's still getting back in the rhythm, man. PJ Washington was. He had been out. He had been out for some time, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. And then on top of that, they got new guys that they trying to work into the rotation. Max Christie was on fire tonight. He had like 23. And see, I'm gonna tell you something about Max Christie too. I don't know if you watched him, K Dizzle. He put the clamps on John Morant. He put the clamps on some of the great guys. He put the clamps on what's it called? On Trey Young. He put the clamps on some of these better guards. He put the clamps on Donovan Mitchell. He put the clamps on some of these elite guard that you talk about. Max Christie is a very slept on guy, man, and he needs more presence. He's kind of like a Dyson Daniels type. So they got a lot of guys that they that they got in their rotation that they and got new personnel and everything, man. Look at what's going on with Golden State right now. Golden State, they getting their ass whooped by the Bulls as we speak. You know what I'm saying? With Jimmy Butler, and guess what? Guess who they don't have? They don't have Jonathan Kuminga. So we gotta look. We can't just automatically assume, oh, okay, yeah, these guys ain't doing enough. Nah, you might have some missing parts, man. You know, and the Mavs weren't doing that good. First and foremost, they didn't have Luka. They didn't have Luka or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Kyrie was hurt for a little bit too. But PJ Washington gonna be fine, man. He gonna be all right, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he gonna be all right. You got AD there. If a healthy AD, hey, I'm gonna say this to you, K Dizzle. You might get mad. You know what I'm saying? A healthy AD he's easily top 3 player in the league, top 3 to 5 player in the league, easily. Matter of fact, he's ranked high. He's ranked higher than some of the. He's in. Matter of fact, AD is in the top 10 if I'm not mistaken. You said Portland is about to catch the Spurs in the standing. Well, the Spurs ain't my team. Okay, I'm gonna let you know that the Spurs ain't my team. They took an L last night. I mean, they took an L to Charlotte. That's Cypress' team. Do I ride for Wemby? Yeah. Do I ride for De'Aaron Fox? Yeah. Do I like the Spurs culture? Yeah. Listen, man, it's a transitional phase. You're gonna have them nights where you lose or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Portland, I mean, they need to be glad. They need to be celebrating something. What's his name? Chauncey Billups need to be glad that he even got a goddamn job as piss poor of a job as he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, the Spurs are gonna be fine too. The Spurs still got weapons. They all gonna figure it out. It's a young team, man. You want young team to automatically just shoot up in the West, man, full of disgruntled team that's trying to get their get back. Don't forget Denver Nuggets. They won a championship the year before last. Don't forget the Minnesota Timberwolves. They was in the Western Conference Finals. Don't forget the OKC Thunder, man. They was one game from being in the Western Conference Final, and they had a call that had to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget you got H-Town, man. You know what I'm saying? They looking to get back. You know what I'm saying? Young team, energetic, vibrant. You know what I'm saying? With an M.A. Udoka, they got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? You never can count them out. You know what I'm saying? They Luka is gonna be playing out of his mind, angry. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, not to mention some of these other teams, you still got, um, some of these other teams that are looking to get revenge from last season. But those top six that I just mentioned right there, you got to watch out for. You got to watch out for them. The West is beefing up, man, and Dallas has gotten better, man. You could sit up here and you could look at AD like he a role player or some BS like that. Go ahead, keep on looking at him like that, man. But don't forget when AD is healthy, he could put up 40 points and 20. He was on the verge tonight of putting up 40. Do you know he ended up with 26 and 16? You know that, right? Nigga already had 26 and 16. Well, I think it was 26. I think it was 26 and 12. But he had 26-12, and I know he had like 3 blocks or whatever, and then he had stopped playing. He was on the verge of possibly getting 40, K Dizzle. I mean, come on now. I mean, you it's something about you and AD and Wemby and all these other guys you don't like. You know what I'm saying? I know you like Shaquille O'Neal, you know what I'm saying, walking in, you know what I'm saying, out of shape and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? You said fully healthy AD top 10, maybe. What? He top 5, bruh? Nah, AD top 5. Because you got to look at it, he played both ends of the floor. He was one of in the top 3 last year for defensive player of the year too. Because you got to look at both ends. It was Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama, and AD, and then after that, then it was Bam. But AD was in. He had a case for defensive player of the year last year, and on top of that, he's all defensive too as well. You know what I'm saying? So he's easily top 5. Not only is he all NBA, but he's all defensive too as well. You know what I'm saying? So that notches him in that top 5. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he already got the ring. He got hardware. You know what I mean? So yeah, nah, you got to put him in the top 5, not no top 10. I'm talking about when he fully healthy. Ain't nobody fucking with 40 and 20. You know what I'm saying? The only only bigs that are doing that is like Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Embiid can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Sabonis, as much as I like him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's not quite on that level. Even though the Sabonis, I got to give it to Sabonis. So the last time that they played or whatever, Sabonis outplayed AD. You know what I'm saying? But outside of Sabonis, outside of Jokic or whatever, AD dominates and he murders everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's better than Tatum. You know what I'm saying? But he's not better than SGA, and he's not putting up better numbers than Jokic. But he can if he wants to. Like at the beginning of the season, he was doing better than Jokic. At the beginning of the season, he was doing better than Jokic. Yeah, and on top of that, you got to realize that he was leading the Lakers. He was 25.7. He was 12 or 13 rebounds, and on top of that, he was leading the team in both steals and blocks. And I think he was doing the best in field goal percentage too as well. But nah, he's not better than SGA. SGA is the best player in the league right now. SGA is hands down the MVP right now. You know what I'm saying? So no, he's not. You know what I'm saying? But like those guys right there that you just mentioned, those are MVP candidates or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about these other guys. Yeah, he's better than Tatum. You know what I'm saying? And I like Tatum. I fuck with Tatum, but nah, AD is he when healthy, he's better than Tatum. You know what I'm saying? When healthy, he's better than Tatum. You know, now Tatum ultimately outplayed la- I mean everybody last season, you know what I'm saying, because he didn't make it to the finals and all that other stuff. He didn't shoot particularly well, but outside of all of that, Tatum, his playmaking, his defense, and everything else was was worth it. You know what I'm saying? It helped them push him over. Yeah, so like I said, man, right now I just want AD to play throughout the games like he's been doing, so that way all these people that sit up there and say that he can't make it through a season and all he does is stay hurt. I just want him to be healthy. That's all I want him to do. If he stays healthy, then okay, then we definitely, like I said, we we cooking with some good grease. But if he doesn't stay healthy, not only not only are we gonna be cooking him, but the Dallas Mavs fan base is gonna cook him too. You know what I'm saying? But they are hype about AD now. There's a lot of people that are looking at it differently. The fact that they still won. Now, if they would have lost, okay, the fans would have been on that protest and stuff and everything like that. But it wasn't a good look, him getting hurt and everything like that, man. I would have faked it. I ain't gonna lie to you, K. I'd have faked it. I'd have been like, look, I'm gonna go to the bench. I done did my due diligence or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I got my 26 or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and just sat down or whatever. But the fact that you had to go back to the locker room and everything, and you on the ground and all that other stuff, man, people, that's the last thing people want to see. You know what I mean? That's the last thing people want to see. They want to see you ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, man, listen, I gotta say this too. Everybody judging AD, everybody judging him and getting hurt and stuff like that. Well, Luka been hurt too. I mean, Luka got traded when he was hurt. Luka is still hurt. Luka didn't make his debut. Jimmy Butler, he made his debut. You know what I'm saying? AD, he made his debut. You know what I mean? De'Aaron Fox, you know what I'm saying, the other night, he made his debut. You know what I'm saying? We looking for Luka to make his debut. You understand? So, I mean, come on, man. At least AD, he showed up. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, too, this is also, we got to realize this, too. I don't think people realize this, but I got to cut them just a little bit of slack, not too much. It did say probable. At first, it did say probable. But I think he just wanted to be out there just to show, give some motivation and some inspiration and all of that. And that's what he did. That's what he did, man. I'm having, like, because he, like I said, he was on the verge of scoring 40 points, man. Like, and if not 40, he probably would have had like 38 or something like that. So, like I said, man, it did initially. It said probable. People was wondering if AD was gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up showing up. Now, did he finish? No. But you know what I'm saying? He'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? He'll get over it. But like I said, man, I'm finna go ahead and roll out. Make sure y'all hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications too. Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC, Lions Den, basketball, boxing community. Till then, man, I'm out.